Welcome to VStores360. In this first video I will give you a complete walkthrough of your account, so you're ready to find everything you need from the get-go. Let's start on the dashboard homepage. This is the page you will see the moment you sign in to your account. On the welcome screen you will find a quick shortcut button to the creation wizard, and an overview of your activity. On the sidebar menu to the left you will find shortcut tabs to every VStores360 feature. Let's check them out from top to bottom, starting with the Statistics tab. This tab will take you to the Analytics page, where you will find a detailed overview of your activity and performance across all virtual tours you have created. Let's now click on the Virtual Tours tab. This will display a submenu where you can access every virtual tour creation tool offered by the app. Let me show you one by one. The List Tours shortcut will show you all tours you have created so far. Here you can create, edit, and manage all your virtual tours. The Editor UI shortcut will take you to the User Experience Editor, where you will be able to customize every aspect of the look and feel of the virtual tour, as well as enable some awesome features like the Join Meeting, Live Session, and the messaging functions. The Rooms shortcut will take you to the Rooms section. Here you can create, edit, and manage your rooms. The Markers shortcut will take you to the Markers page, where you can create and edit markers that let visitors move from one room to another. The Poise shortcut will take you to the Poise page, where you can create points of interest for each room. The Maps shortcut will take you to the Maps section, where you can create custom interior and exterior maps for your rooms. The Products shortcut will take you to the Products page, where you can create and price products to showcase in your virtual showrooms and stores. And the Info Box shortcut will open the Info Box editor, where you can edit clickable info boxes. Let's now click on the Media tab. This will display a submenu with shortcuts to the different media gallery pages. On these pages you can upload media like images, icons, videos, and music to insert on your virtual tours. Let's now click on the Publish tab. Under this tab you will find the Tour Publisher, which you can use to configure public access to your virtual tours. The Landing Publisher, which you can use to design attractive landing pages for your tours. The Connect tool, which allows you to create and connect your own WordPress websites to showcase your tours. And the Post Publisher, which you can use to create and publish optimized content to your own websites, the easiest and quickest way ever, without having to get into your WordPress dashboard. Let's now click on the Collected Data tab. This will display the Forms shortcut, which shows you the data collected from the lead forms you add as Poise. Finally, you can see an interactive preview of your virtual rooms by clicking on the Preview tab. I'll show you how to create a virtual tour using the Tour Creation Wizard. Store360 has an option that teaches you step-by-step how to create virtual tours from start to finish. In order to create a virtual tour you must take a 360 panorama picture of the room you want to create a virtual tour for. You will be surprised what we can create in just a few steps. Once you have logged in you will see your dashboard. Here, you will click on Start Tour Creation Wizard. From here, the platform will guide you step by step to create your virtual tour. As a first step, let's click on Virtual Tours in the menu on the left side. Then we are instructed to click on List Tours. On the next page, we will see the section to create a tour. Let's click Continue and type the name. Click on Continue. And click on Create. Now our virtual tour has been created. Now the process will guide you to create rooms and add features to them. To do so, let's click on Rooms in the menu on the left side. Then, we click on the plus icon. This opens a new window where you must type the name of the room. Click Continue. And then upload an image by clicking on Choose File. Remember to make sure your image was taken as a 360 panorama photo. Open the image. Then click Upload. Once you're done, click Create. Awesome! The first room has been created. The wizard will guide you to create a second one with the exact same steps, so let's do it. Congratulations, your second room has been created. Now let's look at how to create what is known as a marker, to navigate from one room to the other. Let's click Continue. Then click on Markers in the menu on the left side. On the next page we will see the first and second room we have created. Let's click on the first one. Here, you will be able to drag the view and see the entire room in 360. To add a marker, all you have to do is move the view and center the white cursor where you want to add the marker. There you have it. When people click on this marker I'm adding, they will be able to enter another room I will select in just a sec. Click Continue. And then click on the plus icon. Here you can select the destination room linked to this marker. Then click on Continue. And click on Add. Excellent! Your marker has been created. Let's continue with the wizard by clicking on Continue. We will now create what is known as a point of interest to display content during the tour. Let's click on Poise in the menu on the left side. Select the first room. Now, move the view to where you want to add the point of interest, which could be a particular space or object you want to emphasize some information about. I will add it right here. And click on Continue. Then, click the plus icon. Here you can select the style and the content type of your POI. As you can see, there is a lot of engagement you can have inside your virtual tour. Click on Continue. For this example, we are just going to add the POI pre-selected by the wizard. So let's click this one. Let's write some content here. You will be able to add some awesome customization to your text as well once you create virtual tours the regular way. For now, let's just follow with the process. Click Continue, and then click Save. Awesome! We are done. Click on Continue. Finally, we are going to preview the virtual tour we have just created. You can do this by clicking on the preview option here. And there you have it. Here, we are able to test every feature that we have added to this tour. Now you know how to create a virtual tour using the Tour Creation Wizard in just a few steps. This will give you a huge advantage now, when creating virtual tours the regular way. I'll show you how to customize the virtual tour settings. When you have created a tour, there will always be many preferences and settings that you will want to use to enhance the visitor's experience. In VStores360 you can have a high level of customization of your tours. Let's see how we can edit and customize them in detail. Click on Virtual Tours, then click on List Tours. You will see the general list of tours. Choose the tour you want to edit, and click on Edit. You will see all the types of configuration you can apply to your tour. It is important to know that every time you make changes, you should click on the Save button to save them. And a second very important thing you should do is to hover over each of the question marks you see, so you can know exactly what each of the functions do. General Settings. In the General section you can change the name, the author, the language, and add a description of the tour. You can also assign a category. You can edit the auto rotation speed and the time in milliseconds it will take to start the auto rotation. Another excellent configuration you can do is to connect Google Analytics. This will allow you to monitor in real time the traffic to your tour and thus improve details and configurations according to analytics metrics. You can connect your Facebook page messenger by adding the Facebook page ID here and thus activate the Facebook Messenger functionality in your tour. You do that by whitelisting our VStore360.net domain into your Facebook page settings. In addition, you can add a WhatsApp number and activate this functionality in the tour so visitors can communicate with you through WhatsApp. If you configured a background audio, here you can activate the automatic playback. If you activate this checkmark here, you will enable a real-time counter of the online visitors in the tour. The next option is the time in which the number of visitors will be updated. We recommend a high update time, because if it is low, it can cause connection speed problems by constantly asking the server for the number of online visitors. Transition Settings. Next, you can customize the behavior of the transitions in the tour. Transitions happen when we change rooms in the tour. You can change the animation here in the transition effect. You can change the duration of the transition, and the transition zoom time it will take before entering the next room. Here you can also adjust the zoom level of the transition before entering the next room. You can even decide whether to show a loading icon while the transition to another room is happening. You can even set the direction in the tour, so that every time it redirects to another room, the view can be set to be in the same direction as in the previous room. Other configurations you can set are the behavior of the markers. For example, this one can let viewers click near the marker and still go to that room. You can hide the markers so that visitors can have a clean field of view. You can also show the markers just by hovering the mouse near them. And finally, you can configure the look at default behavior when a new marker is created. Security settings. Another configuration you can do to your tour is to place a password to restrict access when a meeting takes place during the tour or for a live session. Control settings. Many visitors may be just to use the keyboard in these animation environments, so you can also configure these controls in this section. You can even set the content which will appear if a visitor right-clicks on the tour. Performance settings. In addition to all these settings, the visual quality of the tour is extremely important, and you can adjust the performance. You can adjust the viewer quality here, or also you can compress the images by adding a percentage number. Here you can set the maximum size of the panoramic images. You can decide to preload the panoramas so the transitions between rooms are much smoother. You can even split the panorama image into multiple sectors and load them in parallel to reduce loading time. In addition, you can activate a regeneration of the panoramic images. Content settings. In the content settings you can edit the two types of logo you can use on your virtual tour. You can also edit the background song. You can configure the loading images if the visitor is viewing your virtual tour from a desktop computer or from a mobile device. And you can even add custom HTML code which will be displayed within the tour. Loading settings. In this section, you can configure some settings related to loading. For example, you can decide to start the virtual tour automatically on loading, or to start the fly-in animation at the first entry to the virtual tour. You can also decide to display the logo, name and progress bar during the initial loading. You can also set the image displayed as background during initial loading, and used as preview image for share. As well as set the video displayed as background during the initial loading. HFOV interaction settings. In the HFOV interaction settings you can set the field of view, interaction, and preview. Just take a look at each one of the question marks you see, so you can know exactly what they are used for. Shop. And finally in the shop settings, you will be able to know how to set up Snipcart into your virtual tour.